Scott and Amundsen are on a race to the South Pole. This was a long time ago. The North Pole had already been reached. So they're racing to the South Pole. Well, their plans were very different and had a very, very different level of planning went into it. Well, Amundsen reached the South Pole 34 days before Scott, even though they only started 8 days apart. And Amundsen came home with all his men, arriving on the day he said he would arrive home. Everybody who reached the South Pole with Scott died before they got home. Planning matters. Okay? Now, another example, J.K. Rowling was receiving rewards for her books, the Harry Potter series, before they were ever written, based on the outline alone. Napoleon spent weeks in tents planning entire missions and campaigns, and he was an incredible general. Planning matters, and yet most of us go through life without ever planning it at all. It's unbelievable. Think about it. You've got one life. Well, I kind of think you have one life and you only live a little bit of it here on Earth, but I do believe that. But you've got this. You've got to make the most of it. And yet we don't plan. Now, the other thing about life is a great paradox. I think it's very clear to me that the quality of your life is not dependent upon the things you have, it's dependent upon the things you give. And not just the things, and the things include your time and your soul and your energy and your wisdom. Okay? There's huge paradoxes in life all the time. For me personally, the greatest paradox is the cross. It was this thing invented by the Romans to be awful, and Jesus turned it into the greatest sign of hope the world's ever known. Okay? So think about this. All right? Life's a paradox. You need to plan it. You need a plan for your life. And you don't start with today. You start by looking where it ends. Okay, so now we're going to talk a little bit about the first step in using this My Adventure page to its full potential so that you can have the life you ought to have. And life's never going to be a walk in the park, so don't go on a walk, go on an adventure. Let's take a look at it. All right, the first thing you do is you think about, you get to know who you are and what you're all about. And that's what the My Purpose thing is. And there is the yellow buttons tell you how to fill each one of these out. There's a whole course about finding your purpose that works great. Use it if you can't, if you're not sure, if this purpose thing doesn't come easy for you, and it almost for sure isn't going to, use this course. It won't take you that long, and it will help. It'll get your purpose and your values to be something you'll find inspiring. All right, so you fill that out. You find out who you are. Then it's your vision. You look at how you want your life to turn out, and you start by writing your eulogy. This video will explain it in further detail. I know that looks a little long, but you're not redoing it from scratch. The first time is going to take you a while, and then it's going to get a lot easier year after year after year after that. Okay, but you need a vision, and you need an idea of how you're going to get there. And then you need to think about your dreams. All right, what do you want to do in life? And not just long-term and in life, maybe you have a dream of taking your wife on a Mediterranean cruise. Who knows what it is? You want to buy a new car, you want to buy a house, who knows? But you need those dreams, and you need help planning on how to do it. And then we get into the daily planning. But this page, it can do a lot, but it depends on you having a plan for your life. So start by just going down these first three, clicking on those buttons, putting it in writing who you are, where you want to go, what your adventure is all about, and some of those things that make you get up in the morning. So that's it. Go. First step, plan your life. Then you're going to learn how to plan your day. And then planning your week, which really makes planning your day a whole lot easier. And we'll cover in the meantime what all these tabs over here on the left are too. All right, thank you. Have a great day.